in. We're getting the tunes lined up. The boys are bopping. The boys are ready to beat down as the #1 London faces off against the #1 Australia. It's Jdizzle versus Darkstalker, losers final.
Now, I am really interested in this set for 2 reasons. One, Darkstalker has the Young Link practice. A lot of people will not understand Young Link's base game plan. Darkstalker will. He has a lot of experience against one Kendrick Olamar. I wonder how he can make use of that experience. 2, Darkstalker really wants to face Fatality, and he's got to get through Jdizzle first. If he does, he's got a lot of money on the line versus Fatality. Really thinks he's going to take a set. I want to see that, but he's got to conquer this Australian menace in Jdizzle.
Going to be very, very difficult. We have seen Jdizzle absolutely dismantle so many solid game plans. But now it's Darkstalker who has to overcome him. There's hitboxes all over the place. It's so hard to approach. So many confirms off of flying shrapnel focus. And there's the forward air sending him out 151 and 8% on Jdizzle as the projectiles are still flying.
Darkstalker has just been completely harassed for an entire minute, an entire stock. Jdizzle has barely been touched. We're seeing, I can see that Darkstalker knows what he's doing. He knows the base game plan. He knows he can do crack shoot over the fire arrows, but it's not enough to actually get the hit. He cannot touch this little devil, Tasmanian devil, if you will.
Very good.
I know, I thought about that one.
As we move on in, looks like Darkstalker just cannot fight through the pressure of Jdizzle. Jdizzle is willing to scrap. Jdizzle is willing to fight. And if you are willing to look the bull in the eyes, then you know what? Then suddenly, little minuscule tech doesn't become as important. Looks like Jdizzle is forcing his way out, but he does eat a Buster Wolf. One more could do it if he reads it right as a Burning Knuckle runs through their focus.
It's really interesting seeing how Darkstalker just struggled to break the zone. He's normally finding his burst options out of nowhere, similar to the way Fatality would against Jdizzle. But instead, he's always being kept at bay, being harassed by those boomerangs. And then when he does find a way in, he does get enough damage, but it's not enough. Not those touches of death I'm so used to seeing from Darkstalker.
It takes one more. Tries to read a roll in, but Jdizzle, that's just not his style. If he needs to roll in for aggression, he'll just fire an arrow, but Darkstalker fires away with a Buster Wolf.
Able to barge down that door using that Buster Wolf like a battering ram. And again, brute forcing his way back into neutral, into advantage. And he was looking for a crack shoot stage spike, sending backwards, but it's not enough. And that forward throw is going to kill center stage at 206%. Yes, Young Link has a kill throw, ladies and gentlemen. Does he need it? Hell no.
Well, let's find out. Jdizzle is absolutely in the driver's seat, just absolutely foaming at the mouth for that rematch versus Fatality, but Darkstalker has been able to stabilize a little bit. Still, Jdizzle not willing to succumb this game. What can I say? Couple of parries coming out right now, trying to close the distance, but instead a chain will be the answer, will be the reward for his patience, their focus.
It doesn't even matter how patient you are, because the second you try and get in, Jdizzle already has your option scouted, able to just grab the approach option. And again, Jdizzle just hardly touched on this second stock. He's getting a little greedy, and as a result, Darkstalker overshooting, able to get that Burn Knuckle to get a hit, and it's not going to be enough. Oh, maybe it is that the height from the bomb not going to be enough to go up high and get the stock, but the down to up head not going to take it as well. Jdizzle looking for a way to close out this first game, but you've given Darkstalker an inch. How far is he going to take it, Nutroast?
Let's see if he can take the whole mile. Their focus as 143 is what he's looking at. Jdizzle needs to find a kill here, or else that go is going to start becoming a problem as he nips it straight in the bud. Jdizzle 1-0.
Jdizzle saw that go and said stop, and just killed him with that down tilt forward air. 150. It's going to do it. Young Link has so many options to kill. Either from down tilt or rang or bomb or arrow, whatever it takes. As long as it's a combo star, it's a kill confirm. Darkstalker needed to find needed to just play perfectly on the last stock to play around every single kill option, but he was not able to. Jdizzle's just been so smart. Even when Darkstalker breaks that zone, in the close court situations, Jdizzle is coming out on top as well, and that's gonna hurt for a matchup where you're also getting harassed at that long range and mid range.
That's what you like to see. Darkstalker already a much more competitive opening from the force that is Jdizzle. We'll see if he can close the distance. Jdizzle starting to become a little bit wise to the nonsense that Darkstalker is forcing in. Sends him off stage right now. A couple of power waves, not quite going to do it, but the boomerang return actually gives him a free way off stage.
Oh my lord, so much damage, but unfortunately not the stock. But there's a barrage of projectiles that Jdizzle threw at him. Darkstalker just belligerently went through. And maybe a bit of belligerence is what's necessary. Saying no patience, just aggression. Holding forward, not back, finding a way through. Rolling in seems to be the answer. Able to get that turnaround jab, jab, rising tackle.
That's what you like to see. Holding shield, keeping it nice, actually beats out the tilt. Sends him out. It's 13, but there's a go on Darkstalker. If he can find a couple of wolves, find a geyser or two, he could push it, but alas, Jdizzle nipping that one, saying nope. You cannot push your advantage. We will fight 50-50 or we will die 0-0. Looks like Darkstalker's going to find a way back in, force him onto the stage. Looks like he's going for a dash attack. A little bit of a miss input, perhaps.
I'm liking how Darkstalker is upping the pressure, finding his way in. At the moment, the Ant seems to be rolling in, which seems really scrubby, but it's a way around those projectiles without forcing yourself into shield. And I wonder how Jdizzle actually finds his way around that. I wonder if he's just going to start waiting a little bit more, spacing better around that Rose rolls in. That crack shoot not going to send at that awful semi-spike angle, instead going to send up. And it's a blessing for Jdizzle as he gets an F smash, gets the corner pressure, and the advantage remains in his favor. Can he get the stock? Yes, he can. Finding his way, finding a way to deal with those aggressive reversals from Darkstalker. Just giving him all that space for him to bust the wolf into him.
Let's find out. It's 117 on it, but there's the rising tackle confirm. You can't drop shield against Darkstalker there, fella. It's Jdizzle.
I think shielding is what killed him in the first place. If you're shielding up close to Terry, there is like a 60% chance you either shield poke or just drop shield too early or just die. It's the name of the game against Darkstalker. You can't afford to shield, you got to rely on your movement. Stay in the zone, but out of the threat bubble. And that's what he's doing this time. He's staying away, not relying on shield, just dancing around Darkstalker and staying away from the close court situations and racking out the damage. But Darkstalker's got one hit. What can he do with it?
Barely taken over the threshold for go there. That allowed him to get the Buster Wolf on the platform. Jdizzle looking pretty healthy, looking pretty good. Could find it here. There's the up air, not quite strong enough to take it just yet, but Darkstalker, 2 interactions, I reckon, will do it. Jdizzle is on borrowed time, despite being so healthy. That's just the nature of the matchup. He's got to watch out. Power dunk coming through. There's the jab. There's no punish instead. Darkstalker tries to mix up that recovery. There it is!
You could tell there was a bit of spaghetti. There was a bit of fear, but Jdizzle persevered, found that drag down forward air down to up air to take that second game. But there were signs of life for Darkstalker. He was very close to getting a scary hit and potentially that game. So he won't be disheartened. He can definitely take a game. He can definitely take a set. But he's going to take some doing if he's going to make the reverse 3-0 and find his way onto fatalities waiting in grands.
Let's find out if Darkstalker can reverse 3-0. He doesn't look like Fnatic to me there, fella, but frankly, he's done it before. Can he do it again? Jdizzle looking very healthy, ready to take that spot in grands. Let's see what happens right there as a double down air sends him up into the skies. There's a dash, there's a boomerang. It's all gone out.
All that damage
coming out.
All that damage came from Darkstalker just barely whiffing the down air on the high up B. And look at that, 0 to 125. There is no jump, there is still a stock, but the pressure is still there from Jdizzle, trying to go for a call out with the jump with the down air, able to get the stock regardless. Darkstalker started off so strong, but he's ended up down once again.
Let's see if he can push it. Jdizzle is one tap away from death. But frankly, he's so elusive, so confident with that movement. But frankly, it's going to be almost impossible for Brandon to find a way in. He's looking for a rising tackle. He's got no Buster Wolf to clinch this one out. Let's see if he can do it, as the boomerang's just proving a nightmare for poor Darkstalker. That's still not able to kill.
I was wondering what answer Darkstalker would have to Jdizzle just sort of jumping around those platforms trying to wear him down. Turns out just an aggressive overshoot trying to hit Jdizzle where he's going, which but most of the time he's just going up into the platform. Able to get the hit, able to actually take the lead in a matter of seconds. And he wants to push it harder.
Let's see if he can push it all the way. Obviously, Darkstalker still suffering. No go on the board just yet, but Jdizzle utilizing those projectiles. Whoa! My goodness, a burning knuckle taking him down nice and early right there. And this is a nice position for Darkstalker, but Jdizzle has come back before. He can do it again. Such a consistent player. Darkstalker needs to show no mercy. Have the stamina of a god if he wants to bring it all the way right there. Crack shoot mix-up sends him through.
Incredible block string, not covering that jump, but the pressure is there from Darkstalker, going high and setting into a favorable situation, whittling down that shield as well. And that's why Jdizzle just has to back off, because if he gets in a situation again, if that was an auto cancel power dunk, Darkstalker would get the hit, and he armors through the specials with the Buster Wolf. Not going to be the stock, but it's a really bad situation. He tried to power Geyser that, not able to get it, but just Buster Wolfing through that front door and taking that first game.
Oh, it's funny, man. That's all I can say. Throws a boomerang at him, power dunks into the floor. Throws an arrow at you, Buster Wolfs through the arrow and kills you. It's basically a command grab. Quoted from Gaetano a little earlier in the night. Darkstalker finding himself a game, but Jdizzle in prime position to take him down, in prime position to force Darkstalker to submit to get the download. Gonna see if he can do it.
Darkstalker has been using Go really well, abusing and 100% abusing the hit point-based armor of the Buster Wolf, going through those low percent specials, like those uncharged fire arrows. And it's a really efficient way to break that zone with the highest reward. There is a huge risk that comes with it, but it's been working out so far. And this could be the start of something magical for Darkstalker. Could find that reverse 3-0. Jdizzle was looking a little terrified here, Nut Roast.
Yeah, that spike absolutely neutered by the bomb cancel. Jdizzle a second chance at life, and you know what? One chance is all Jdizzle, so to speak, not Jizzle, requires, as he sends him back out, forces him through a couple of boomerangs just to mess out any aerial approach. Definitely doesn't want to suffer any of those aerial crack shoots, as he does force Darkstalker to play grounded. There's the arrow, forces him out. A little bit of platform play. The magnet hands will keep him safe for now. Good work with the specials from Jdizzle to keep Darkstalker at bay, but the go is active right now. Let's see if he can catch that mosquito that is young Link. Or if Jdizzle can run away with it. Makes his way back up the stage. There's a reversal, makes his way back to center. Let's see if he can push it. There's the Buster Wolf, a little bit unsafe, but manages to make his way out. Down air, baby. Focus, Darkstalker's looking for a kill, but Jdizzle is keeping him at bay.
Yeah, I think Jdizzle is looking for a decisive hit as well, and it's going to be that forward air shield poking. He whittled down that shield with the specials, staying away, acting like a mosquito, buzzing around out of the threat zone. And then when that shield was just a little too low, finds that forward air to take the first stock. Jdizzle off to a nice start. Nearly dying at 69, but hanging on for now. The bomb's going to come out, doesn't even need it, able to grab the ledge. Darkstalker just so aggressive, overshooting with the dash attack. Not going to take the stock for the send-off stage. Jdizzle finding his way out, covering every option with that charged fire arrow. The floor is lava at the moment. Nut Roast, Darkstalker cannot land, because those fire arrows are covering everything. He's going to stay there. Yep.
He's thinking in his head. He's like, right, what? There's got to be an option. There's got to be some way to escape this.
What can he do?
Alas,
Can he just like...
just isn't.
Can he just like neutral guard there, maybe?
I mean, you're not waiting it out, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Not if you're Darkstalker. As he may go back out, dunk all the way up. The fire arrows doing so much work on this long, empty stage. Early air dodge forces him out, burning Knuckle. He's looking so dangerous right now. As Buster Wolf coming through once again, you can tell what Darkstalker is looking for. He desperately wants a kill. He wants to take him and use this go to take the rest of the game. But 3 Buster Wolves may have worked once upon a time. But it's not working now. Darkstalker, if you want a hope of taking this, you have got to play like a man possessed. You have got to be a different breed of Smash player, because frankly Jdizzle is looking to take you down and earn himself a rematch with Fatality. What are you saying, Darkstalker? What's the plan? Focus miss.
He's got to be a bit less desperate. You can see the panic was setting in on that second stock. So many Buster Wolves trying to, just hoping one of them hits, one of them takes the stock. Because he needs to find his way through. He needs to find his way through that barrage of fire arrows. Turns out the aggressive, desperate dash attack is what's going to do it. If it doesn't work once, try again. But the fire arrow spin attack's going to be taking the set. Jdizzle getting his run back with Fatality. Darkstalker going to bow out at third.
Ludicrous gameplay. Darkstalker showing signs of life, but Jdizzle so indomitable. Just refusing to be beaten by one of the prides of London. Instead, it's going to have to be the pride of Georgia to set this man a challenge.
I think that was right. He was just fully in control on that final game. Darkstalker could just not play the game he's so used to playing, not able to set up pressure, because he's always being harassed, always being bombarded with his fire arrows. And I wonder if Jdizzle is able